Oh guys, how are you and where are you watching us from? It's obviously a new day and it's a Friday. You guys, you know what it's all about. A Mikel Arteta press conference and very many other things all together. And tomorrow we are going to bring you the match preview between Brentford and Arsenal that's happening on Sunday, and obviously the press reaction of Mikel Arteta. And I know very many Arsenal fans outside there waiting to hear what Mikel Arteta is going to say about Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey returning back in training. We are waiting to see the visuals and we are waiting a confirmation from the manager where he's going to make it to the match squad of Arsenal as they travel to Brentford in the game where they really need him a lot. But that's going to be the highlight of the presser of Mikel Arteta as far as that game of Arsenal versus Brentford is concerned at the Brentford Community Stadium. But today, as we sum up our day, I'm bringing you two stories. Sorry, they're like two or three. Asensio to Arsenal in January. A story coming in from Fichedis in the For You reporting that, and Fabrizio Romano giving us a recap of why it's possible. Then the other story is all about a man who goes with the names of Patrick Vieira coming out and really talking about Granit Xhaka, that Granit Xhaka at Arsenal really reminds him of what he was at Arsenal. So isn't that a lot? Isn't that a punch way above the sleeve? Patrick Vieira comparing himself to Granit Xhaka, but we're going to see a lot about it. And there is a story coming in from a source that is telling us about a man who goes by the names of, the former Arsenal striker, Granit Xhaka, and what is happening at Lyon where he's playing right about now. Welcome to this channel, Rokani Media Football is it his. Rokan David is my name, and if you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So guys, if at all you thought that the transfers were done, but the gossip is really going on because this is September, almost is done. We are left with October, November, and December, and then January will be into signing players, and you expect lots of rumors to be coming out which players going to be leaving the club. And obviously most players that are really into this mix are those players that are left with just 6 months onto their contract or 8. Marco Asensio is one of those. He says he's not going to renew his contract with Real Madrid if at all they don't go ahead and really do the needful and offer him a contract once. And it looks like Madrid are ready to let him go, but obviously they're using him to play in the games they're really playing in the For You. Remember in the game they played against this RB Leipzig, he came out and scored a second goal that helped them to win comfortably against this side that really took them a lot of time to go on and really break through. So to me, Marco Asensio, as I told you in the transfer window, he's really a player that is so much important to Arsenal. Bukayo Saka, put on Marco Asensio onto him. Obviously, the competition is going to be intense because we know what Marco Asensio brings in. And the only thing that we believe that Mikel Arteta can say no to, bringing in a player like Marco Asensio, is the fear to outshadow Bukayo Saka. And maybe Bukayo Saka to feel that, oh, I'm no longer liked at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal. So let's wait and see how that is going to happen in there For You. But we are having a very good story for Marco Asensio to join a side which goes by the names of Arsenal from a side which goes by the names of Todo Fichedez. Feature Jays, and they're telling that Arsenal reportedly the favorite to sign Real Madrid attacker Marco Asensio in January transfer window. Mikel Arteta has already contacted Marco Asensio to discuss a potential move to Emirates. Madrid Real would let Asensio go for around 25 million euros. I really believe that this is a fee that cannot be called for in January. You can't pay 25 million euros to a player who is left with six months. That's out. That's out. I agree with the rest that Mikel Arteta is talking to the player, but I cannot agree that Arsenal is going to cough 25 million euros, because if at all they really cough 25 million euros in the transfer window of the summer, he would have gone. You know that very well. He would have gone. He would have gone from Real Madrid to Arsenal. But all I know is that Arsenal might have really sat down and said to themselves that, oh, the fact is we don't have enough funds, even if we are having the money, but we are under the watch list of the UEFA for the violation of the financial fair play, and they are negotiating on us, and I cannot go all out to go and get buy-in players. What can we do? Let's get ourselves to this level of really going in for cheaper options, players that are left with just 6 months on their contracts. And these players are Douglas Luiz, there is Yuri Tielemans, and Marco Asensio. All these players are really at a cheap bargain, all purchase in January. To me, Marco Asensio, the much Arsenal can pay for Marco Asensio in January is 15 million euros. 15 million euros. But between 10 and 15, Arsenal can get him. Meaning that at 15 you can get him. You can get Tielemans at 15. That is like 30 million euros. And Douglas Luiz, you can get him at like 10. Meaning that at 40 million euros, Arsenal can solve almost all its problems they are having into the midfield area and on the right attacking side of the midfield with just that amount of money. 40 million euros. To me, if Arsenal goes ahead to do such a business, I'll go on and really hail Edu as one of the geniuses that have blessed that position of Arsenal and observing the amount of money they're supposed to spend. Because Marco Asensio, don't expect him to renew his contract at Real Madrid because Madrid has shown him that, please, we don't want you here. And the manager, who goes by the names of Ancelotti, has gotten orders from the president, Florentino Perez, that don't even play him. You get? Don't even play him. That's what Perez is telling Ancelotti. And the club has shown Asensio that, please, we don't need you here. And Asensio also wants out. What confirms that Asensio wants out is all are these tweets coming in from Fabrizio Romano. And he told us via the quote offside that Asensio wanted a new opportunity in the summer. He was offered to English clubs, but there wasn't the right proposal. That's it. And right proposal, he means the money, because he knows he's coming in on a cheap and you have to get him the salary that he wants. At 26 years, you know that you are almost hitting the prime of your career, and you would love to get in a contract with big monies like you see Casemiro coming in at Manchester United earning close to £375,000 a week. So he might look at £300,000 a week. And I really believe that him coming at us and that amount of money won't really make Bukayo Saka feel bad because of the profile of the player. The player is highly profiled. 5 Champions League trophies under his name. Oh my God. And he has been really fundamental in all those seasons at Real Madrid, especially those 3 that they won under Zinedine Zidane. He was really a revelation. Then Fabrizio told us again that the situation at Real Madrid is difficult. Asensio wants to play, but everything will be decided from January onwards. So far, there is no agreement to extend his contract. That is Fabrizio Romano. Meaning that this gives Arsenal a very huge chance to go in and really land the Asensio deal in January. And as I told you in my past 2-3 minutes of really talking, if Arsenal brings in Asensio, guys, it's going to be a very huge addition to that Arsenal attacking side. He will be complementing the front 3 of Arsenal very well because he's press resistant, acts in tight spaces, swift left foot, better than Bukayo Saka, especially on delivering crosses, assists, and goals from that side. He's better than Bukayo Saka. His experience is immense that Arsenal is really in need of. I support Manchester United. Guys, in the game of Arsenal, you bring in a player like Marco Asensio in the last 15 minutes. Trust me, he would have changed the game. But to me, quality always goes ahead or surpasses anything else. The quality of Marco Asensio is better than that of Bukayo Saka. Believe it or not, that's the fact. The story that came out that Real Madrid is needing Bukayo Saka is not that Asensio is not better than Bukayo Saka, but because Madrid believe that they should get a young player like Bukayo Saka to spend the money they want to spend on Marco Asensio on. Marco Asensio wants a deal of close to £250,000 a week. Madrid is not offering him that amount of money. So Madrid is saying, instead of spending that amount of money on a player like Marco Asensio, who is 26 years of age, why not bring in a Bukayo Saka, who is 21 years of age, and we spend close to £300,000 a week because he has a very high ceiling ahead of him and we can be with him for the next 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That's the thinking of Florentino Perez, because he wants to build another crop of young players like he did way back. When you look at Rafael Varane, He went in 2010 when he was like 19, was it 19, 18 years? You get? He found there players like Sergio Ramos who were at 26, 24 years. He found there Marcelo. He found there Casemiro. He found there Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos joined him later from Bayern Munich. And Modric from Spurs. There was Ronaldo at his peak. Because Ronaldo had just played close to how many years? He left United in 2019. He had just played close to 4 or 5 years at Real Madrid and was like 24, 25. So that is Ronaldo in there for you. And obviously, players like Asensio came in through, Karim Benzema. So they built that squad at an average age of 24, 25 years of age. This is something they want to build again, and Marc Asensio doesn't fit the plan. Who fits the plan? Vinicius Jr., Valverde, Rodrigo, this other guy, the Brazilian that plays in the center back. Then Camavinga, Tchouaméni, they fit the plan. Now they want to go in and bring people like Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, who really fit this plan of Real Madrid. So that's what is all about Real Madrid. And to me, I believe that Marc Asensio to Arsenal is really going to be a very huge revelation. According to me, and if at all he's late to join this club, guys, Arsenal might be title contenders. You know, when we come here and talk about Arsenal being title contenders, people doubt it. But to me, if Arsenal can bring in Marc Asensio in January, Tielemans and Douglas Luiz, what can stop them to be title contenders? Because what Arsenal is lacking is the experience. You bring in Tielemans, experienced at far as the Premier League is concerned, and he won the FA Cup. He's a winner. You know, he played even in the World Cup semi-finals in 2018. I think Belgium was playing, was it France or Croatia, one of those? And he really played very well. The mentality of winning for him is way better than those of the players of Arsenal, most of them. Marc Asensio, his profile is just self-explanatory. Douglas Luiz, you see him playing to that midfield area of Aston Villa. He bosses it. He bosses it in a team that doesn't have most of the possession. But how is he going to go on and perform when he's playing at a side that's really having most of the ball? So I believe there is a lot for Arsenal to win if at all they bring in Marc Asensio. Experience and talent. Obviously, he won't really let them down. Now, from the Marc Asensio story, allow me to take you straight to Patrick Vieira, something that I really believe has been really blown out of proportion. He has said, Xhaka at Arsenal, I think he's a team player. I think he's somebody you may not notice, you may not mention a lot, but he's really doing really good work for the team. For that, I really believe he's doing a very good work for the team of Arsenal, especially acting as a glue and really taking that ball from Thomas Partey and really connecting it, all passing it to the likes of Bukayo Saka, Martinelli and Odegaard. He does it very much well. So he's a team player, that's it. So I think that really makes him a better player even than he has been for Arsenal for the rest of the years has been here. Then he said, I know how good he is and he will come through this difficult period because he's a strong man. He added, he's a good player and he will show how good he is. That is what Patrick Vieira said about Granit Xhaka as far as Arsenal is concerned. And obviously, he's really a very good player, but obviously, he's being not appreciated enough according to him by the fans of Arsenal. You can find Arsenal fans like Kosi Arsenal Podcast. He's one of those people that doesn't believe in his services at Arsenal. He really believes that he doesn't need to be there. To me, I believe when you look at their midfield three, Odegaard, Partey, and Xhaka, it's really good. They complement themselves very well. But to me, the eye test really shows me that if at all I bring in Tielemans, I bench Xhaka. Do you know why? I think Tielemans offers you more in that position where Granit Xhaka plays than Xhaka. That's it. So I don't know what you think about it, but obviously they've been playing together for a very long time. Partey, Xhaka, then Odegaard has been Arsenal for now. He's playing his first full season at Arsenal. He came in and played for some good 6 months, and he's now getting a very wonderful season. And I know Real Madrid, where they are really feeling a jinx of not having put in a buyback clause for this player, because when you're really having Luka Modric playing like that at that age, and you have failed to get his replacement, the way Odegaard is playing at Arsenal really makes you think that he can go in at Real Madrid and replace a man who goes by the names of Luka Modric. So that is something that Real Madrid maybe got off the pad, but I think he's really a very good player. That is Odegaard, and is really making Real Madrid regret. So let's get into this and see where we are really ending. Former Arsenal player and assistant captain, former Arsenal striker Lacazette, now back at Lyon, will have surgery to remove a pulp located on his vocal cords at the beginning of next week in a bid to fix his continuously hoarse voice. Oh my God. So Lacazette wants to undergo an injury, and the reason why I brought in Lacazette is because he's a former Arsenal player, has been at Arsenal for some good years, brought in by Arsene Wenger, let go by Mikel Arteta, and obviously he's really doing a very good job at Lyon, and he's one of those players that really left their mark at Arsenal, though not to the levels of the legendaries, but obviously the years he has been here, his hold-up plus has been really great, but one thing he will be remembered of is his inconsistency, because what makes any player a better player is your consistency. Look at Bukayo Saka. What has made Bukayo Saka a sounding name at Arsenal and a favorite in very many Arsenal fans over the world, and voted Arsenal's player of the year, I think, for the consecutive 2 years? It's his consistency. Last season, he played 38 games, scored goals and put up assists, and he's shown a lot for a side which goes into Arsenal. These are things that Lacazette never had. You get 2 seasons consecutively, ever since Mikel Arteta came in through, Bukayo Saka is a revelation. You get, he has turned into a threat into the attack of Arsenal. So these are things that Lacazette couldn't do. He couldn't really give you even a one consistent season. That is Lacazette. You get, plays 3 games and the other 4 games is off. He returns next 3, meaning that you can't rely on him. So I believe Arsenal did a very right choice to really let him off. You get, bring in Gabriel Jesus, retain Eddie Nketiah. After retaining Eddie Nketiah, let the rest of the things run as supposed to be. So I think that was a very good choice made by a team which goes by names of Arsenal as far as this man is concerned, and is going to undergo his surgery. So guys, those were the 3 stories. We talked about Asensio to Arsenal in January. Something is really boiling because Arsenal is targeting only players that are left with 6 months on their contract, and one of those is a man who goes by the names of Marco Asensio. Then the other story is all about Bukayo Saka in there for you, because I believe Madrid is interested in Bukayo Saka. So can they allow Marco Asensio to cross from Madrid to Arsenal without them getting Bukayo Saka? That's a question I leave to you. And secondly, remember, Real Madrid and Arsenal are really good teams. They've done lots of business together. They gave them Ceballos on loan. They gave them a player who goes by names of Martin Odegaard. So we're waiting to see whether Arsenal can go on and raid a side which goes by the names of Real Madrid to get a 4th player from that side, after even getting Mesut Ozil during the Arsene Wenger era. Lastly, Xhaka being hailed by Patrick Vieira on what he's doing at Arsenal, that he's more or less the same as he was at Arsenal, because he was a team player and he was not almost and most of the times recognized for his good work that he always used to put on the field of play. That is a man who goes by the names of Patrick Vieira, trying to go on and really unshed the shed on a player who goes by the names of Granit Xhaka. So guys, last video of the day. Tomorrow is going to be really a very busy day. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta coming in with the presser. We are waiting to see whether Thomas Partey is really going to be included into the Arsenal squad. We are waiting to hear from the horse's mouth, and that is the manager, Mikel Arteta, on what is going to take place onto the man who goes by the names of Thomas Partey. Thank you guys for watching in. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. Endeavor to subscribe to this channel. And we are left with how many? Let me check here. We are left with just very little subscribers to hit 7,000. We are left with just 40 subscribers to hit 7,000 subscribers, guys. Please, 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 lower right bottom corner, that red button that has the word subscribe, smash it, and after smashing it, hit the notification bell, and you won't miss out on notifications. Each and every time I upload a video or premiere video or go live on this channel, it goes by names of Rokani Media Football. I'm out. See you later. Good night. More probably tomorrow, early morning, I'll be here to talk more news on other teams with Arsenal also inclusive. A sign out for now. See you later.